All right, everyone. Thanks for jumping on here. We are going to give it just a couple minutes. See some people trickling in right now, so we will give it just a couple minutes for people to jump into the meeting, and then we'll get started with just going through some of this stuff. But we'll give it about another 60 seconds to a minute there. Okay. Getting a couple more people, I see. Okay. Awesome. So we're right at the 6:01 mark. Let's just we'll get started, and if some people trickle in late, that's should be just fine. So essentially, we appreciate everyone for jumping on. I know it was a little bit late notice getting this sent out yesterday around midday, but a recording will be sent out as well. But just to start off, my name's Andrew. I am the general manager of ticket sales here at the University of Colorado, and I'm joined by my colleague here, Cecil. Cecil heads our ticket operations staff, so he's had a lot of hands-on work with the mobile ticketing platform and making sure that it's user-friendly and making sure that we are just putting everyone in a position where they'll be able to access their tickets and use this platform as effectively as possible. But today we're essentially going to go through a couple video demonstrations on how to access the app through both Android and Apple. And then I'll also be sharing my screen just to go through the desktop version of how you access everything there. And, if there is any confusion, we will open it up for questions as well. So there's a Q&A tab that you can use to, submit questions, and we will answer those to the best of our ability. Cecil, anything that I missed or anything that you want to add before we get started here?
No, not a whole lot to add. Just want to thank everyone for their time tonight. This is an initiative that we are very, very excited about. We're ushering in a new age with Buff Athletics. So looking forward to sharing the platform with you and answering any questions that you might have.
Awesome. Thank you, Cecil. All right, well, I will start by sharing my screen. So we have a couple, like I said, video demonstrations prepared. So let me put this up. And Cecil, can you just give me a verbal that you can see my screen? Yes.
See it.
Cool. Awesome. So this is going to start with the Android platform. So it's going to start off just by, I'm going to click into the Buffs mobile app that I have on my device. So it's right there in the middle, if you can see my cursor. So you click into the Buffs mobile app. So when you click in, this is what you're going to end up seeing. So you got all the news and stuff here on the main timeline. And right at the bottom right corner here, you are going to see tickets. So you are going to click on that. And once you click on tickets, it's going to give you this Manage My Tickets button here. So you're going to enter or click on that to essentially enter in your account. So before I jump into my account and how to navigate, when you click on that Manage Tickets button, if you haven't logged in before, it will prompt you for your email and your password to essentially get into your online account. If you're having trouble with that, we can certainly help on our side. I'll provide our general kind of inbound line for if we need to activate accounts or anything like that towards the end of the call, so that we can still help individuals out that might need help there. But once you log in, it's going to pull up all your account information. So you're going to see your just kind of general window at the top here that gives you your transfer, renew tickets, giving, view your order history. All that stuff is going to live on the main page, and right underneath that is going to be all your tickets. So it's going to make it nice and easy just to see all your tickets there. So as you scroll down, you'll see that View All button. So that's going to give you a view into all of your tickets. So once you click on that, you'll be able to see every game that you have. And just to preface this is just a basic season ticket that I have on my account. So it's just 6 games at Folsom. If you do have parking, all that other stuff, it might show up on the account, but this is where your tickets are going to live is under this page. So as you keep navigating through, I'm just going to select on that first Northern Colorado game, and it's going to pull up this image of my ticket here. So it gives me the level, section number, seat number, row number, and then seat. And essentially it's going to give me two options here to either save it to my phone or download it to Google Pay. So you'll see here in a second, once I click on save to my phone, it prompts me to this page. Now I will say for Android users, there is a little bit of nuance here, because essentially it made me log into my Gmail account or my Google account to then access this ticket. So I recommend if you're using a Gmail account, you should be okay there. But if you're using like Yahoo or AOL, something like that, might have to go that extra step of just verifying that that account is good to go. Okay. So as we get to, let me back it up a little bit. I apologize. All right. I don't know why it backed me up so far, or if my video is just off. Okay. Sorry, everybody. This is just technical difficulty here. Okay. So once you're in, you'll click this save button at the bottom, and it will save it to your Google Pay. I don't have Google Pay set up on my account, so it might prompt you to set that up. Then you can hit view ticket, and you'll be in a better spot to basically pull up the barcode, and you'll be able to see, once again, all that information, and you'll be able to scan this. Essentially, once you get to the game, you'll be able to scan this barcode here and also be able to access it on your Google Pay if you have that set up on your Android device. So it's prompting me to potentially download the app. And then as you scroll down, it gives you just event information, all the ticket information, just that, you know, the account number, everything that you're going to see is right under the ticket stub there. So once you get back to this page, you can remove that ticket from your wallet if you need to. And I think I press on that there and then go back to getting back into my account. Now, when I did try to exit out to the ticket page, it did kick me back out to the main login screen. That might just be a bug on Androids, but you'll just go back in to click manage tickets. It'll bring me back to this account. And then next step is, you know, for anyone who's looking to transfer tickets or to basically, you know, send those along to somebody else, make sure that someone else has them for the game. You can use this window up here in the top that says transfer. So you're going to click on the game. It's going to drop down, show you the tickets that you have in there to transfer out. So you select on the one you want to transfer and then click the continue button. And then essentially you're going to have either you enter their mobile number, which is going to then, you know, provide their, whoever you're sending it to is their mobile information, so that they'll get pinged with a text that says, Andrew's trying to send you tickets, go in to claim your tickets and be ready to go for the Northern Colorado game this Friday. Or you can click this other option here that says use email, where you can just enter the email and same thing. It'll just pop it up and say, Andrew's trying to send you tickets to your email. Go in and claim those and make sure that you're all set up for game day. So you can toggle back and forth there. Just really simple information, so that you can just send those along to whoever's going to need them. So as I navigate back to the main screen here, I'm going to click back into this Northern Colorado ticket just so you guys can see that you can transfer the ticket from that same window as well. So if you click on that game, hit the transfer button, and then input mobile or email, you'll be in a good spot to transfer that ticket as well. So there's two ways, either this transfer button up here, or if you click into the game and hit transfer right under where it says save to phone, you'll be putting yourself in a good spot to get those out to whoever might need them. If you were to click on this view order history option, it takes you to basically a page where you would log into your account again, and it would pull up, you know, more detailed account information from that side. So that is fully functional. My Giving, you know, Make a Gift, Renew Tickets should all be up and running once, or especially the renewal option will be up and running once we get to the renewal period after this season. So I think that's going to wrap up the Android version. Let me back out here and get to my Apple version. Okay, so for Apple users, I will walk through this. It's going to look very similar when you go through on the Apple side of things as well. The platform, the interface is going to look just really similar to what we just saw on the Android, just a couple nuances in terms of how you save that to your device. But it all starts, once again, if you log into your Buffs mobile app, that's going to give you the best option to just access your tickets. And right at the bottom here, still at the bottom right, you have that. Let me just do the bottom right. You have that tickets option to click into your account. So you click on that, same thing, manage tickets. It's going to populate me into my account here. And then once again, same interface. So you're just clicking on view all for your events, going into access those either game by game, however you want to view those or add those to your wallet. So you'll click on the, that first game, which is Northern Colorado, and once again it gives you all the section information, row, seat number, and then it has that add to Apple Wallet feature. So when you click on add to Apple Wallet, it's actually going to pull up your barcode just right there. So it just pulls it up for you, nice and easy. And then you can, in the top right here, it says add. So you can get that added to actually the Apple Wallet that's on your smartphone, where you can just click into the wallet itself and access the ticket. But it will pull up the barcode just right here on the screen. So it should be easy to access. And as long as you have good network connectivity and all that sort of stuff, you should be in a good spot to utilize this portion at the gate as well. So as we back out of this account here, sorry, my video seems to be lagging slightly, but so you're going to go back into the account, and we're going to go back through on just same thing, refresher on transfers. It's really going to look very similar to what the Android one was, clicking into the ticket itself and or clicking into the transfer option, selecting the ticket, asking for email or mobile phone number. All that stuff should be in a good spot. And then same thing on this as well. If you were to go back into just the ticket itself, you'd be able to transfer it just from that button below the ticket. So should be very easy to use and be able to get your tickets to where they need to be, either if you're downloading them to your device or if you are transferring them to someone for a particular game. So last thing is, I mentioned this on the Android feature as well, but when I click on view order history, this is what it's going to pull you up to. So just to the CU Buffs landing page, where you can log in with your account number or email and password and be really all set up to go from that standpoint. Awesome. So that's really just a quick run through on the mobile apps themselves. I am going to go through the desktop real quick just to make sure that you guys feel comfortable from that standpoint. So let me pull that up real quick. So for those of you who might not have been able to log or haven't logged into your online account just yet, if you click on tickets and manage my account, it's going to take you over to a page where it's going to ask for your email and account number. If you have not logged into this page before, you're going to want to click on activate your existing account, and our ticket office is more than happy to present your account number and your PIN number to activate your online account if you haven't logged into this particular feature in the past. But I will log into my account real quick. Okay. All right. So you log in. Oh, or my account number and email is not going to work. Okay. So once you are logged into your account from this standpoint, you're going to go to the My Account option up here, and you're going to go to Manage My Account, because essentially what the page that it brings you on right here is just going to be to essentially buy new tickets for anything. So anything that you're going to want to do in your normal account is going to be under that My Account page and under the Manage section of that. So once you get into this page, if it would load quickly for me. Okay. So once you get into this page, it's going to show you kind of all your information, address, email, account number, all the stuff that you would need to, essentially have information on your account as a whole. But all of this information right here under your tickets is going to be what you're going to really utilize this option for. So if you were to go to transfer your tickets, it will load and it'll take you to a page that's going to look very similar to what we just saw in the app. So you're going to be able to click down here. It's going to show you, okay, you have section 206, row 52, seat 22. Okay, I want to select that, transfer. continue, and then same thing, mobile number and email to do that. So once again, it's very similar. It's going to look all the same. So you're able to have kind of that seamless transition between either the app or doing it on your desktop. Let me go back to my tickets here. And then once you backtrack on this account, there are other, all right. So there are other options here as well. So you can reissue your tickets for some reason if you've lost the email or there's something going wrong where you can't find or navigate to your the tickets that you've either downloaded already or need to download. This reissue option is going to allow you to reissue specific tickets. You can exchange tickets for, if you can't make one of the games, USC, Minnesota, any of those, you can exchange it for a game later down the line. And then all your pending transfers live under this option right here. So if you were to transfer it over to someone, I will do that here real quick, just so we can get a visual of what that's going to look like. Bear with me 1 second while I just pull this up. Okay. So I'm going to transfer one of these just so you guys can see exactly what it looks like when you transfer and how you can basically pull that back. So I'm going to go back into this transfer window, select Northern Colorado, click on my ticket, continue transfer, and enter a mobile number. So we'll just do this number here. So it recognizes in the number, hit transfer ticket, says, all right, your invite has been sent. So that mobile number that I just sent it to got a notification saying, hey, someone is trying to send you tickets. So they're going to be able to go and claim those on their side. We have updated it. So now it's a week where people can go in and still reclaim those transfers. And then going into this pending transfer window, once it loads, you see I have this sent to this number. This is the ticket information, and I can just easily cancel that transfer and it'll populate right back into my account. So should be very, very easy to do, and give you a notification as well every time you're transferring and pulling those back, so that you're kind of keeping track of where all those tickets live. So with that, I will share my screen and open it up for questions. So use that Q&A tab at the bottom to ask any questions. We're more than happy to provide answers and make sure that you're in a good spot to keep attending games and doing it in the easiest way possible. Okay. Awesome. Let me pull this up real quick.
Andrew, I'll take these questions for you.
Yes.
So we actually have two right now. I'll read them for you and let you go ahead and answer. But the first one is from audience member Teresa asks, will these instructions work for all games, even the Texas A&M game at Mile High?
Teresa, that's a great question. So unfortunately, this process will not work for the game at Mile High. It's essentially, since it's going through Ticketmaster, it's going to be a little bit of a different process. But if you were to download the Broncos 365 app and get into your account, or the Ticketmaster app and get into your account that way, depending on how you purchased, you'll be able to almost go through this exact same process of pulling up the ticket, downloading it to your device to make sure that you're all set on game day. So for the game down at Mile High, that one's a little bit different, but there is going to be a similar process essentially to how that looks. Cecil, anything that you would add on that process as well?
No, I think you covered it, but it is just stressing the fact that it is a mobile-only facility down there, and they do have their own app, the Broncos 365. If you've placed your order through CU, that will be the app that you'll use. If you've ordered your tickets through Ticketmaster, you will need the Ticketmaster app. We have been working with the Broncos and with Ticketmaster, so if anyone is having difficulties, as far as navigating either one of those apps, there's a customer service line specific for each of those respective entities where they can walk you through the process. We are happy to attempt to walk you through the process, but they are trained specifically with those respective apps, and they can help you out and provide probably a little bit higher level service if it's something that we can't assist you with.
Yes, good point, Cecil. think we have another question in there. If you want to read that one, looks like from Ross.
Ross did ask the question, do you suggest us downloading the tickets beforehand?
Yes, so that's a good question, Ross. I would say that is strongly recommended to download the tickets before you show up to game day. The reasoning for that is just so what if you're having connectivity issues at the stadium or anything is potentially going wrong, that we're able to get you in a place where you're still going to have those tickets downloaded to your device, not necessarily going to need to rely on getting Wi-Fi or getting service at the stadium. You'll already have them downloaded, and then that will be they'll be on your phone where you won't need any connectivity to reach those. They'll just be already downloaded onto your device. Cecil, anything I missed there? Anything you want to add?
Big thing for us is we are going to stress that very heavily as a department to put those tickets into your wallet. We will be sending out messaging before the game. So any of the accounts that have not put their tickets to their wallets will be getting emails from us as a friendly reminder. It's not intended to be, a nag or whatever, but we just want all of our fans to have the best game day experience and, making sure that you have all bases covered before you get to the gates. So we are definitely going to push getting those tickets downloaded to your wallets this year.
Yep. Good point, Cecil. No one likes getting to the gate and can't pull up their phone. We've all been there before with mobile tickets at certain arenas. So yes, definitely download them. It's just going to be a best practice, but kind of what I walk through today is going to be just how to access them. And then, like I said, all of the ways to download there are going to be built in right in the app. So in that Apple version, there's that add button in the top right. And in Google, you would set up either Google Pay, or you should be able to access them from that account as well. So definitely download before, just to avoid any issues. We're always able to help on game day, but we just want to make it as smooth as possible and make sure everyone's having a good game day experience. Cecil, any other questions that we've seen come through or anything else that we need to cover?
Yes, there's one last question right now, and it is, will this work if I need to hold 2 tickets for someone who doesn't have a phone?
So that's a good question. And Cecil, you might be more apt to answer this than I might be. I'll let you take a stab at it first because, I don't want to give any wrong information or anything like that from my standpoint.
Absolutely. So this is assuming that the parties are arriving together. This will absolutely work. You would have all the tickets on your phone, and when you get to the gate, you can swipe. That we'll scan the first one, you swipe, we'll scan the next ticket, and that way each barcode gets scanned into the game. I'd say if for some reason it's a situation where you are arriving separately, so you as the ticket holder, you have the tickets on your phone, and you're not able to get the tickets to that person because they don't have a phone. I'd say if you know that in advance, we would be able to work with you. I'd say give us a call and notify us, and we'll be able to work out an alternative way of making sure that your guests are able to get their tickets and to, gain entry into the gate in a timely manner.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go about that. So if you are coming with someone separate and they need if we need a notification at the window that maybe you have one of the tickets, but they don't have a phone to access the other ticket, it's just as simple as giving us a call, making sure that we just know that you need that ticket set aside for whoever it might be. We can leave it at will call and make sure that they can still get in the game. So looks like might have another question come in, Cecil.
Yep, we did have another question come in. It says, what is the helpline for getting help at the stadium?
So I might need to do a little bit of research on this myself. So I know that there's a text line, and Cecil, I don't know if you know exactly what that is off the top of your head, but I can send a follow-up email with what that line is. I know the phone numbers that you can reach us at. It's just on game day, it might be a little bit more difficult, but Cecil, any lines that you can think of? Otherwise, I can certainly follow up with an email to all the attendees here and make sure that you guys have that, so that we're not leaving you hanging or anything like that on game day itself.
Actually, the last thing that I heard, and this was in our ops meeting earlier, was that the line had changed. So I think we're going to need to go back offline, get the number, and we can send it out to, make sure that everyone has that.
Yep. So we'll follow up on that. So apologize for not having the answer right now offhand, but we will get that helpline and I will send it out to all the attendees here so that you guys have that information to access on game day in case you are having issues or have any questions surrounding the ticket operation or anything like that.
I would just add, Andrew, that because the person that asked us asked anonymous that if you are having a problem before you enter into the facility or whatnot, you can stop by. We have 2 locations from a ticketing standpoint on game day. We will be at our Franklin Field booth down by Colorado, and then we'll also be in our main ticket office in the Champion Center. So those areas will both be open 4 hours prior to game day and will remain open through the end of halftime, start of the third quarter. So if it's before the game, before you've entered into the facility and you have questions and you need assistance, please feel free. Like, we encourage you, stop by there and we will have personnel there, like I said, 4 hours prior to kickoff to assist in any way that you need us to.
Awesome. And Cecil, looks like we have one more question in there as well. Looks like about a recording.
Yes, the last question that's in here is, will this recording be sent to us as attendees?
Yep. So that's a great question. We will be sending this recording out so you're able to, start it where you need. I tried to be as slow as possible. I know I have the tendency to rush through things at some point. So just making sure that you have the opportunity to watch it back and, pause where you need, make sure that you can kind of walk through it on your end. So yes, we will send the recording out to all the attendees so that you can access this freely and make sure that you're being able to go back through if you might have missed a step or anything to that effect.
And Andrew, we've had one more question come in asking, is the best thing to download the app on their phone and then if problems arise to call the number?
Yeah, so a good question. And I think that, like I said before, downloading before you get to the game is going to be the best option. There's no doubt about that. However, if you are having issues on game day, the helpline that we provide is going to be one of the best ways to get those resolved. Or Cecil, correct me if I'm wrong, but going up to the window on either down at the south end where Franklin Field exits or in the Champion Center, just going to the ticket window. If you do need help and can't figure it out, we can always help at that time as well and make sure that we can find an accurate solution to getting you into the game. So, but Cecil, correct me if I misspoke there.
Nope, not at all. That is correct.
Yep. So those ticket windows are going to be your best friend on game day if you are having trouble either with your downloaded ticket or just accessing that mobile ticket, because ultimately, if we need to, we can always just print a ticket out there, resend it, or just make sure that you have that before you're logging into or scanning into the gate.
Okay.
Awesome.
There are no more questions. So I guess if anyone has one, we'll leave the Q&A, the chat feature open where you can type your question. But I think, Andrew, we have answered all of the ones that have been submitted up at this point.
Awesome. No, I appreciate that. Well, thank you once again, everybody, for jumping on. Hopefully it provides a little bit more context and just allows you to feel a little bit more comfortable, especially with a game coming up in 2 days coming up here against Northern Colorado. So if you have questions, let us know so we can, help out wherever needed. And our 303-49 Buffs is a great number to call, or 303-492-8282 is also a good one. Happy to help, and we're able to, make things as smooth as possible on game day. So thanks once again, everybody, for joining. We'll send out the recording and all those additional questions. And sorry, Cecil, did you have something else to add?
Someone said if you can print a ticket, if we have the ability to print, why can't they go? Why won't we print? Why aren't we printing the tickets?
Cecil, you want to take that one?
Yeah, absolutely. So we can print a ticket if we need to. It's more of a service standpoint. We are going with this with the mobile initiative, and we feel that it provides a faster, a safer environment, especially as we are still navigating and working through the COVID environment. So we just want to make sure that we provided a level of service that would be efficient yet safe. And so we can print those tickets, like if we absolutely need to, but we do feel in the long run this will provide a better overall game day experience, as you have the ability to not only show your ticket at the game and control them in that regard, but you also have full functionality as far as managing your tickets from anywhere. When we used to print tickets, if you were not coming to a game and you had those physical tickets in hand, you'd have to work through getting those tickets to someone else. Whereas now, with the simple knowing their telephone number or an email address, you can ship those tickets off now. And then we just feel, like I said, it makes it more efficient and overall better game day experience.
Yep. Can't agree with that more. I think it's, provides something where you can, like Cecil said, access that ticket and send it out as needed, as opposed to having to physically exchange tickets or send them in the mail to somebody else. So it helps from that standpoint. And, just makes it a little bit safer as well, not being able to counterfeit barcodes or anything like that if someone gets their hand on a couple season ticket booklets or something to that effect. Awesome. Well, looks like no other questions. Cecil, anything else you wanted to add before we wrapped up here?
Just want to thank everybody again for your time, and wanted to stress the fact that if you do have questions or there is a need for assistance, please reach out to us. We are here to help, and definitely want to make sure that we are providing a high level of service. I know that a lot of times when you start something new, there's a little bit of hesitation and nervousness about it, but I just want to assure people that, this is something that I think is going to be great for our university and great for our fans, and what we are here to help in any way, shape, or form.
Yep. Can't agree with that more. Once again, 303-49-BUFFS. You can call that, or 303-492-8282 are the lines that you can call. We're happy to help. And we'll be up and running for tomorrow, and then, in advance of game day on Friday as well. But Cecil, thank you for jumping on. Thank you once again to all the attendees. We will be sending out this recording, but if any other questions arise, just let us know. We're happy to help. But thanks, everyone. Enjoy the night. We'll see you Friday, and go Buffs.